Okay, I have a couple things that are a little closer to the programs, and I'll try to be brief because, we've taken a good bit of time, but it was absolutely necessary. Exports was on my list, but Rick has covered that. It was necessary to make those comments, and I think we'll be talking about this for a long time to come as this develops. Ocean acidification, as you all know, 2 years ago, we ended our Cross Foundation Seas program on ocean acidification. We gave notice to the community to continue to send the proposals in to the core program. So the money was rolled from Seas into the core programs, and everyone is always concerned about how well that is being funded. In the last 2016, which we just finished almost clearing out our budget, in MG&G, there was 2 proposals funded for $0.7 million for chemical oceanography, 5 proposals or 5 projects for $3.4 million. And biological oceanography funded 6 proposals, $3.8 million. So this is close to $8 million. And for those of you who remember what GEO committed at the Cross Foundation activity was $6 million. So we've actually increased the amount of money that's going into ocean acidification proposals. I don't have information about proposals that are going to bio. I know they're funding them. That information will come out every couple of years in the 4AM report. But that's something we have to dig for, the ocean acidification things on OC I could get very quickly. One of the things that I wanted to say about the bio proposals, almost all of the proposals have considered multiple stressors in addition to ocean acidity, pH, certainly temperature, oxygen, what have you. So the community has basically got that message and moved on to consider ocean acidification as part of a multiple stressor program. Another thing I wanted to tell you about, many of you know about this, we're expecting to fund 2 new coastal ocean LTERs that will be funded by Ocean Science. There may be an additional coastal ocean LTER funded by Arctic program if funds are available, and Bio is also going to replace one of their LTERs. Now, we had a pre-proposal stage. Proposals came in February. We had a response of about 50 pre-proposals for the Arctic and OCE LTER. So there's considerable interest in this. In fact, we plotted these on a Google map, and you couldn't see the coastline. So we're well represented, Great Lakes, Gulf, all the way around the coast. So the response was overwhelming. We had a panel for the pre-proposals in May. We have invited 10 proposals that potentially would be, 2 of them will be funded through OCE. 2 proposals, if there's funds available, one of them might be funded through Arctic, and then Bio has 6 that will basically fund to replace LTER that they have ongoing. We expect to have a panel for this in early November and make funding decisions close to the first of the year. So that's where that is. And I can't talk about any of the proposals that we're invited and not invited because this is all in process. Many of you are involved and know about it, and that's the update on that. And the final thing is, in our last newsletter, the Biological Oceanography Program, well-intentioned, put out some guidance to invite federal colleagues to partner with some of the academic folks and submit proposals. Now, our intention was to encourage and facilitate this. Some people interpreted it differently, and rather than answer questions about this or talk about our policy, if you're basically involved with submitting a proposal to NSF and have a federal partner that you want to include, talk to Cynthia, I, or Mike, and we're glad to tell you, one-to-one, what we really meant in that newsletter. And I think there'll be a follow-up on that anyway. I don't think there's anything I need to answer questions about here. There's 3 of us here from the program, so feel free to come and see any one of us for more information. Thanks.